Hey guys, I'm back with another Coffee Date Thursday video, and today's prompt is your very first date. My very first date was in 1993. It was probably in June of 93. And it was a double date with a couple of our friends, and we went to a restaurant. It was a Mexican restaurant, and I ordered tacos, and I was so nervous to eat in front of him that I couldn't eat any of my food. Why would I order tacos? I mean, you bite them, they fall apart, stuff falls out of them, and so I just could not eat. And so it was kind of, I was hungry the rest of the night, but we had fun. It was a fun date. But I just have always regretted ordering tacos. Never order tacos on a first date. What was I thinking? But I was with him for 9 months before we broke up, but what I want to tell you guys is the story about my first date with my husband. So we've been married for, it'll be 15 years, I think, 15 years in April. And our first date started, okay, well let me go back. So I worked at a restaurant, and he would come in every night after work with the guys he worked with. And like, I had radar I could hear their truck pulling up, and I would always wait on them, and we kind of flirted, and then through another waitress, he asked me to stay after work one night and wait for him because he knew that they were going to be late, and he never showed up. So I left, and they came in later, and that girl told me the next day he came in later, they got held up at work. He wanted me to stay that night. So I stayed, I sat with all of them, and we talked, and he grilled me 20 questions, and there's a big age difference. I was 22 and he was 33 then. So it was questions like, have I ever seen this TV show? And I was like, oh yeah, that was on Nickelodeon, Nick at Night. And so it was just funny. So then that night, we walked out together. I walked him out, and then I went back in the restaurant, and he went home and then called the restaurant and asked for my phone number. So I gave him my phone number, and then when I got home that night, it was probably around 9 o'clock, he called me, and we had probably an hour and a half to 2 hour phone conversation. And then the next morning he called and asked me if I wanted to go to breakfast. So I was like, yeah. So he came and picked me up, and we went to a Mexican restaurant. I did not order tacos. I ordered something else that I could eat with a fork comfortably. And then we ended up going to another town. We live in a really small town, doesn't have a movie theater, so we went to a different town, and we went and saw a movie, and we saw Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. And I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's pretty funny, and that was the first time I have ever heard my husband laugh so hard, and he's got these veins that pop out, and his face gets red, and I was like looking at him like, oh my gosh, and because he just laughed so hard and loud. And then we had lunch at Uno's, Chicago Grill, I think it's called. And then I don't think we did anything else there. And then we came home back to our town, and we had dinner at the restaurant that I worked at. So we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was just a great, great date. We had our first kiss in the Uno's parking lot in his car after we had lunch. And we have been together almost ever since. So I really love our story because it's one that has been through a huge test that I'm not ready to share with everybody now. But that was our first date, and we have been married we got married actually, I think it was a year and 3 months after we were together. We got married, and we've been married ever since, and it's been a very good life. So that's my Throwback Thursday story of my first dates. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will link the playlist below so you can go watch all the other ladies' videos. There's some pretty good ones. I was watching them today, and a couple of them made me cry. So watch those videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.